Meg the Stallion and Klay Thompson broke up. She posted, holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. Bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. I get where her frustration is coming from, but I also know what she was trying to do when she made that post. You have 30 million followers, trying to send all her little fans to go bully him into being like, you fucked up. Klay is a fucking multi-millionaire. Like, he doesn't need Meg for anything. If you think you're such a good woman, then be that. And if you have a man and you think that you're the best thing that ever happened to him and he still isn't performing in a certain type of way, what the fuck else can you do?
And that's the reason why relationships should be private. And the breakup should even be private-ter. Because Klay didn't cheat. If he actually cheated on Meg, Meg would have said he cheated. But her exact words were, now you don't know if you could be monogamous. Well, how can you be monogamous to somebody that you're not even in a relationship with? Because he never came out and said that he was in a relationship with her. They were just having fun. And Meg's biggest mistake was coming to the internet in the first place. Posting up pictures and all that, okay, whatever, cool. But coming to the internet and crying about it, should have never did that. She could have simply said, me and Klay are no longer together, I wish him the best. Or better yet, say nothing, because it's none of our business. But the fact she went to the internet just shows any man in the future who would possibly take her serious is now going to see, whenever we have an issue or breakup, she just going to make it public and try to put me on Front Street and paint me out as the bad guy. Nah, I'm cool on that. And men will avoid that. They will just treat you as recreational street booty and send you back to the boulevard. And that's going to prevent a lot of the very type of men that Meg actually wants to deal with seriously from taking her serious.
If you really respected the ambiance that you shared with him, it doesn't matter if it only lasted 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. I refuse to believe that love was ever real. Love is peace. Love is kind. Love is gentle. But in the end, after a breakup, that's your frequency to try to turn him into the biggest cheating piece of shit ever. This is what a lot of females do. And if I say this shit, I'm gonna come off like I'm an asshole. But this is why niggas are not vulnerable to women.
Okay, guys. Megan Thee Stallion. She has the internet in an uproar. Her and Klay Thompson. I understand it in a sense, but still, she's just a girl.
Of course.
It's a city boy summer, huh? Let me just say this. Klay Thompson, for the ladies who don't know, is probably the most non-problematic black player in the NBA. That's why when he got with her, everybody was like, oh, that might work, because he never has problems. Right. When do we start blaming the women for picking wrong? Because what's really happening is women are picking the guys that they think qualify for where they should be. If we're going to be working together, black men and black women, we got to stop turning on black men because a black woman said so. I've seen women who don't know Klay Thompson, who probably didn't know him before, Megan Thee Stallion saying, I hope this man dies. Women are taking him cheating personal, like he cheated on you. Right. And let me tell you another thing that has to be said, and this is for people like Meg. Women think because they got clout, they the biggest person at the table. This man is great. Klay Thompson is a 4-time NBA champion, 4-time All-NBA player, one of the top 75 players in the world. You got to understand, Meg, when you were in college 10 years ago trying to figure your life out, he was winning world championships. When you was trying to figure out what to do with your life 15 years ago, he was winning fucking championships and games. That's a fact. He has been here. And he did what he did for the whole season. And then he told you monogamy might not be for me. He didn't announce they was together. She did. You think Klay has been messing with other girls since he's been in the NBA? Of course he has. But this is what women do because they're famous. Oh, it's my man now. I'm here now. I want to tell this to all women. Just because you have money and success doesn't mean a man is going to fall in line. And if he does, that's not the man you want to be with. You don't want to be with a man that falls in line with you because you got money and fame and everything. So to me, I just think girls need to understand, like, Klay has motion too. He's been having 20,000 people pay to come see him play for almost 20 years now. And literally, she announced the relationship, she announced the breakup, and now she wants pity. This nigga ain't did shit, y'all. He was hitting a chick that was famous, and now she's trying to ruin his life. And just because you think he's supposed to be in a relationship with you and be faithful, because that's how you wrote it up, that's not the world he comes from. His dad was also a professional basketball player, so he probably understands the system of a man being a professional and what comes with it and what doesn't. Because that's what we don't talk about enough. How women get successful, women get money and all this stuff, but no matter how much they have, she still wants a man. That's the difference between men and women. When a man gets a lot of money, he usually treats women like work, like they come and go as they please. When a woman gets a lot of money, she just wants one man to put her on a pedestal. It ain't gonna happen just because you got money. It's gonna happen because you're a good girl.
I think what's even more disgusting is the fact that you have certain people, we know which people, but I'm going to just say people in general, who base their relationships off of whether or not it's worthy of being posted on Instagram.
We're not Instagrammable. Yeah, I'm not Instagrammable. This relationship is not Instagrammable. I don't wanna post. Like, there are some guys who like chubby women, and he doesn't wanna. Now it's like, can I post this woman or not? There are women who likes a guy that maybe he's a gamer, right? But he's not a Wall Street kind of guy, and it's like, can I post that? Can I be honest about that? And so instead of being honest that, yeah, this is your type, they end up dating the aesthetic, and it's very shallow, and you can't do much in shallow water. Got to go into the deep. You got to launch to the deep.
Well, I was going to say, when you said that this is not like an Instagrammable like relationship, like, can I post this? I didn't think that you were being, honestly, the hashtag couples goals, like relationship goals. Sometimes that comes with us seeing a relationship play out depending on what they post and what they decide to give us. Not literally meaning that like the girl you're with is, worth putting on Instagram.
Oh, for sure. That's an absolute thing.
That's not what I thought you meant until you gave the example, but that is a very vain example.
What did you think I was meaning?
So, okay, the gamer thing. You are in a relationship with a guy that likes to play video games, and you would prefer to be posting someone that has a very, Wall Street job. And it's not that he doesn't have a good job, but this is what he does on his free time.
Right.
And maybe you guys don't take the time to like take pictures in his like, nice outfits, or maybe go on dates or whatever. Cause in his free time, he likes to play his games. And sometimes guys get really obsessed with their games. Like, I know those kind of like gamer guys.
Right.
So that could be an example of like not being Instagrammable, because anybody can see that relationship and that wouldn't be their like relationship goals. It's a relationship. It's a pretty common relationship, but it's not relationship goals. Or if someone says, I want a guy that, does very well in work, and we always go on vacation. We probably go on vacation 2-3 times a year. And then we always have these opportunities to, take pictures, and that would be very Instagrammable. And that could be people's relationship goals, because look, I have a partner that can do all of this for me, and he spends all of this time with me or whatever.
Sometimes guys get obsessed with their video games. You mean like how sometimes some women are obsessed with what other people think about their relationship? Thank God I grew up in an era where relationship goals was to be in a meaningful relationship. Matter of fact, I hate the term relationship goals, because it's been coined by people trying to model their romance based off of somebody else's highlights. You don't see the fights, the arguments, the narcissistic behavior, the drama, the ups and downs between couples. So why are you so invested in what they got going on and trying to compare and contrast your life to somebody else's? You're not in their shoes. She posted a picture on Instagram of a locket that her boyfriend bought her for Valentine's Day, and now you mad at your man because he only bought you flowers and candy? Why are you locket watching?